Welcome to Season 6 of the CeleNation League. Throughout our 7-week regular season, these 8 teams will fight to secure a playoff spot. The top 3 teams from each conference will move on to a single-game elimination tournament. Our games consist of 2 20-minute halves with a running clock until the final 2 minutes of each half. In addition, we also play 2-for-1 free throws, a 4-point zone, and a penalty box in place of technical free throws. With new rosters being drafted each season, teams only have one shot to cement their name in CeleNation history. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tune in each week to see who will become the Season 6 CeleNation League champions. Hello and welcome to Season 6 of the CeleNation League. We are in Week 5. This is a special edition. We had some Wi-Fi issues during the hurricane or storm, whatever hit us during the actual game, so now we have a voiceover. Josue going the wrong way off the jump ball. As you see, the scoreboard looks different, and it's also going to be different because for the first time ever, we have a female commentator in the booth alongside me, owner of Ash's Bake Shop, one half of the power couple, Mike and Ash. We have Ashley in the building. Ash, say hello to the viewers.
What's up, everybody?
She is here. She's nervous. She's probably not going to talk much, but that's okay. We got an early 2-point lead here for Familia. As you see, the clock is not on there. It is a pain in the ass for me to put on there, so I'll announce the time as it's going, but we got 19:20 on the clock. Fast break, Familia.
Here we go, Yusuf.
Yusuf chucking up bricks. He told me post-game, which I guess this is kind of weird to talk about now, how he moved the ball better. We'll see if that's true. Juan off the mark here, 1v1 with the offensive board, sends Chief past him.
There you go.
Had the highlight on him last season, Makos versus Goblins, as you saw in the intro. Ryan Salaji, former dog. Pat Klein, former dog. Difference is Ryan won a championship.
Oof. Turnover by Pat.
Up court, Josue with a steal. A lot of sloppy basketball early. Zane setting a screen as the referee. Yusuf turns around.
With the turnaround, too.
Off the mark. John Carey slowing down the pace for the Ghost Riders. 2-0, minute and a half into this game. On the court, we've got Eric, Zane, and Tommy as your 3 officials.
Shout out to the refs. You guys do a great job.
There you go. Thank you, Ash. Ash on the iPad. We had Josh, and I don't know who else.
Sauce.
And Sauce commentating.
And Sauce did a great job. I'm sorry you won't hear it.
Yeah, sorry, guys. We've got Batman, Patriolo, and Kyson filming. Actually, Kyson does not film for the first 7 minutes of this game. He's just standing there walking around.
Big
but
miss.
You'll see he does a great job filming when he is there. 1v1, pushing the ball in transition here. Still 2-0. Pat Klein with a steal.
There you go. Makes up
Pushing
for
it
his
up to Yusuf. Once again, Zane in the middle of the court, standing in the way. Zane, you got to move to the sideline. Pat Klein puts his hand up. Dylan with the ball there.
Dylan started. Shout out you, Dylan.
Shout out Dylan. Great hustle player. Great character guy on this Ghost Riders roster.
You got to point out there was no Ghost this week. No captain for the Ghost Riders.
No captain Ghost. They were shorthanded this week. And Familia missing insurance-elevated sponsor Angel. Ryan off the mark. Sway with the board. There you go. 4-0 Familia. What's your prediction for this game, Ash? As if you didn't already see it.
My prediction was that La Familia was going to win.
Well,
especially once I knew Ghost wasn't going to be there. They needed somebody to take charge of the team, especially once you see later on foreshadowing some drama that occurs.
Well, Ziggy Zay is the captain, interim captain for this game. Juan with a great little finger roll. Brisky bringing the ball down here. Brisky over to Chief. Chief over to Brisk.
Big passes.
Slowing it down.
Jeez.
Just throwing it across the whole court. Big block by John Carey. Looks like Ghost Riders are running a zone here. That's why Yusuf's throwing across court instead of just feeding the high post. 1v1 gets it stripped, but they're saying it remains Ghost Riders' ball. Ghost Riders 0-4 here. Ghost as a captain in general has 3 wins. He is 3-11, I believe, 3-12, something in that realm. A rough go about one of our favorite captains. John Carey, great take, and he hits it, ties the game up at 4. 4-4. John Carey, a great player, unhappy with the league in general, saying that the captains do not know how to play him. Yusuf.
Big shot.
He's moving the ball to the rim. Off the mark. Joel with the board here. He's got the ball, dribbling. Former Makos going at it now. Former champions. Sway pressing. 1v1 over to Dill. Dill finds JC. And off the mark. And off the mark. And off the mark. And Dylan with the board. And then Chief comes up with it. Sway doing what he does. Over to Yusuf. Yusuf puts it on the ground. Juan with a big rejection. Wow.
Yusuf wanted a foul.
Slip and fall of the day right there, brought to you by Amat Law. X falling to the ground. Another no foul. Is Tommy sober? That's the question that we need to ask. A lot of no calls early. Refs letting them play. Bodies hitting the floor. Again, we got another slip and fall brought to you by Amat Law.
Shout out Amat Law.
Shout out Amat Law. If you get into a car accident, make sure to give them a call. But first and foremost, don't get into a car accident so you do not have to give them a call. We got the refs in a huddle here.
Shout out all those fans in the crowd. Look at that. What, 3 people?
Looks like 5. 3 adults, 2 children. And
Sway's
TP with the
family.
hoodie on. Yeah, there you go. Shout out JNJ Family, another beloved sponsor. And then we got One Hop to Shop sponsoring the Ghost Riders. Shout out my dad.
Shout out Tony.
We got 14:45 on the clock in the first half.
Still tied 4-4.
Over 5 minutes in. More minutes have passed than points have been
This is
scored.
rough.
This is a horrible start to this game for both
I
squads.
remember being very bored in this game.
Yeah, well, so was the rain, and that's why I turned off the computer. 4-4. Joel, can he score? JC, big screen. X
Let's
with
go
the 3.
X.
Off the mark. Chief with the board. Darius in the game now for the Ghost Riders. And Shot Doc in the game for La Familia. And right on cue,
Hey.
big shot by the Doc. Big hit by Kyle Arts. Pest Patrol of Central Florida. Shout out our former sponsor. Shot Doc touching
Look at that
guys.
flop.
Yusuf doing a bunch of stuff. Now they're pressing.
I
Joel
like
has the
blue
ball.
under Shot Dog's shirt.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
nice.
Oh, and Yusuf steps out, and then he's upset, and he does karate kick. Bada boom. It's bad because I know what's going to happen, but I'm like a mind reader. Gotta love Yusuf. Lil Brisky, always frisky. Up top to Joel. Joel hesitating here. Pulls it back out. Good backdoor screen, and we got a 4-second call on Shot Doc.
Technical foul.
That was a 4-second. He argues it momentarily.
To the penalty box.
Our favorite part of every game.
I love the penalty box.
5-on-4. A lot of speculation by some of the captains going into the season, but it seems like a fan favorite penalty box. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of the penalty box.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Shout out CeleNation League.
Shout out CeleNation League. Show it to your fans. Show it to your friends. Show it to your family. Show it to everybody that you know. Show it to a homeless guy on the sidewalk, as long as they've got Wi-Fi. And we got an offensive foul
Oof.
on Juan Vincenti.
Charge.
Sway taking it to the ground. More stoppage. Eric won the broom. More stoppage here.
We don't need all this.
This
though.
is just really boring right now going on. We got Shoes trying to clean it up. At this point, let
trying
somebody
to-
else take care
Yeah,
of
we're
that.
trying to speed up the game.
Yeah,
This doesn't help.
Yeah, none of this is necessary right now. Get somebody to get a broom.
And they didn't even get the broom.
Yeah, get somebody to find a broom or have somebody else step in and clean it real quick while you guys carry the game on. It's way too much stoppage early in this game, and we got a foul there on JC. And this is where Sway's pinky
Oh,
broke.
yeah, this was real gross. This was hard to look at when he came over after the game. Hopefully it's feeling a little bit better.
Shout out Kyson getting all up in there. You can't really see anything with the angle, but Kyson's trying his best.
You don't want to.
Now, what I love about this is this is a real pressure free throw. Kyson is standing in the circle with him.
Look at this shot, though.
Camera in his face.
Good for
It
you,
looks
Kyson.
great. I would prefer, Kyson, you take one step back so you're not quite in his face, but it is
He
hilarious.
was listening to you. You told him to get in the drama.
No, Kyson did a great job when the camera was rolling.
Yeah, mine is forgetting to film.
Yeah, that's okay. It was only 7.5 minutes, you know? Who needs that anyway? We got X inbounding the ball here. X struggling so far this season. Mike Mitchell. Oh, Ghost Riders just played that minute. Most of it with a free throw, but they played that minute without Mike Mitchell. He came in late. He was in the penalty box. Great pass by
Two
Joel.
penalty boxes already. And it's not
Juan.
the last of them.
Brick of the day brought to you by Zane the Realtor. Comes up short. Then he gets a steal immediately. Tries to get it inside.
Oh.
Shot Doc almost made it in. And now
Let's go,
JC and Kyle going at it.
Yeah!
X with a big 3. Former first-round pick on season 4. X has had a lot of good seasons, but the past 2 seasons, he's been struggling
there you go,
offensively
X.
to hit a shot. And look what he does right away. Off the mark. Juan comes up with the board, and he gets it in. Now we got a tied game. 9-9.
Okay.
9-9.
We
Brisky
need some more points.
pulling from
there
half.
you
That's
go.
not going to do it. Out of bounds. Brisky can't even hit the one that didn't count. Having a tough go about it offensively, and he gets subbed out off of that. Sitting on the bench with Mo and Pat. Mo has not seen the floor yet. Pat Klein got the start. But Coach Tone getting into the game, doing a great job communicating defensively. They're in a zone, forcing Ghost Riders to shoot. Ghost Riders this season have been shooting at a tremendously low, we got another brick of the day there, a very low field goal percentage this season so far. But you guys wouldn't know that because Mitch does not have the stats out. Sway with the big left-handed finish over the hood superstar, Mike Mitchell.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Mike Mitchell looking like a shot, passed it to Juan in the corner. Juan off the mark. Great hustle by JC. JC up top to 1v1. 1v1 has Mike Mitchell. And what do we got? Oh, we got a push there from Juan.
Yep. This is the beginning of the end for Juan.
Oh, and now we have the audio. Tune in. Listen to this conversation. Great flop there. We're going to talk. Come talk to me.
Come on, come on.
Can't leave the court. Mike Mitchell. Kyson, great job.
I respect you, but stop doing that shit. Bro, if I do this, you do this. I'm not doing that. Brother, I'm off balance when I'm playing anyway. All right. Hey, I warned you.
He warned him. He warned him.
So, again, the other thing, offensively.
You have been warned. I've been warned.
You've been warned.
Shout out Kyson. Shout out Kyson doing a great job covering
Shout out Kyle.
that.
Shout out Juan.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, not Juan. Juan, he's doing this intentionally to get in your head, and he is succeeding. You
He
gotta
is. You
gotta
gotta let it
learn
go.
what Kyle does. I know you don't like that stuff, but that's part of his game.
You just got to let it go because
Yeah.
it's going to take you out of the game.
And you're one of their best players. They need you there mentally. Kyle's whole thing is to take out the best players or the people that he sees as a threat, and he did a very good job. Coach Tone for three, and he gets it to fall. Big shot by Coach Tone.
Let's go, Tone.
Uh-oh, Rigatone in the building.
La Familia's pulling ahead now.
5-point lead, huge, double digits.
Huge.
This is big, 14-9. 9 minutes left in the first half.
Yep.
La Familia all over them defensively. Joel pulls for three, off the mark. Great board by Rye. And then he dribbles it into Mike Mitchell, and X comes up with the loose ball. Over to Juan.
Let's get a
Juan
bing
for
bong.
four. Come on, make it a 1-point game. Big shot,
bong.
Juan. Big shot, little bing bong for Juan Vincenti. Big shot there by Juan. 14-13, just like that. Bing bong has been a huge thing this season. Nacho is the one that's really taking advantage of it. But teams can get
Big
some
steal by
serious
Mike Mitchell.
momentum. And Zane, once again, setting a pick. Zane, get out of the middle of the court. You are killing me, man. 15-14, Ghost Riders take the lead. And then shot doc. 4-3 immediately. That was the shortest lead of the
Oh
game.
my
And then he
gosh.
stares at JC,
Flaunting.
putting the three in his face. Gotta love Kyle Arts, the shot doc. People hate him. People love him. He's a polarizing figure. Great hands by Chief. Mike Mitchell comes up with it. Ryan,
Oh.
great hands. Chief
Lot of
comes up with the
turnovers.
loose ball. Up to Sway. Sway Mignon. And now we got a 19-15 game just like that. Ghost Riders took a brief lead, and now Familia back up by 4. 1v1, swinging it to JC. We got a foul by Sway.
Yeah.
Sway very upset about it.
Nothing was a foul, but definitely looks like a foul.
Looked like some contact. Unless JC's been going to Dom's acting classes, I'm not sure what's going on here. But it definitely looked like a foul from this angle. You got Luke taking pictures there, sitting down. Pat Klein now in the game. Taking a lot of time on this free throw. Ziggy Zay now checking into the game for the first time for the Ghost Riders.
Shout out Ziggy Zay.
Shout out Ziggy Zay. Big shot here from JC. 2-for-1 free
Off the
throws.
mark.
And Brisky back into the game. Throws a cross-court pass to Pat Klein. Patty the Batty up to Coach Tone. Coach Tone over to Brisky. And we got a 4-second in the paint. Mike Mitchell. We extended it an extra second, and yet that's the second one this game. And that's his second time in the penalty
His
box this
second
game.
penalty box.
That's 2 minutes now Mike Mitchell has spent sitting next to Parker. Maybe he just really likes Parker.
That's pretty rough.
6:40 on the clock here. Mo finally in the game here. Hustle guy, slasher slash defender.
Shot dog.
Big shot off the mark. Great hustle by Mo. Right on cue. Out to Patty the Batty. And he hits it. Pat, where was that last season? This is the best shooting you've had this season in all 3 seasons. You shot consistently the ball right now. Yusuf looking to steal it over to Ziggy Zay. Ziggy Zay. Cross court to Juan. Oh, arch nemesis.
Yep.
And now we got Darius.
Oh.
Gibby over to Juan. Juan backing down Pat. Over to Ziggy Zay for the long 2. Looking like Steve the Kid out there. Off the mark. And we got a box out here. Joel grabbing his arm. Kyle grabbing his hip. But they call the foul on Joel, saying that he started that contact.
Shot Doc gave him a thumbs up.
Great job, Eric. Great job.
Good call, good call.
Shot Doc approved. Yusuf's got the ball here, inbounding it. Over to Tone, back to Brisk. I don't think he's made a basket. Mo in the corner. Off the mark. And Juan grabs the board. Juan has the ball. Pushes it up to Gibb. Gibby to Mike Mitchell. Mike Mitchell, a little step back.
He wants to shoot.
Oh, man, that is a slip and fall brought to you by Amat Law. And Zane calling the foul on 1v1. Tommy, I need you to get ahead of the fast break if possible. I know it was fast, but I need you to try to get ahead of the fast break into the baseline. Tommy is not in position at all right now. Need him on the baseline. Walking over. There you go. We got to be in that triangle formation. Tone in the corner again. Same spot. Tone, Brick of the Year, brought to you by Andre Berg and Zane the Realtor. Off the mark, Tone hits absolutely nothing. And Juan, that was disgusting by Juan. Sweet finish of the day, brought to you by
Ash's Bake Shop.
There you go. What flavor cookie was that, Ash?
Funfetti.
Funfetti. Shout out Sauce. Couldn't have him commentating because the Wi-Fi.
Sorry, guys.
Brisky self-pass, finds Ryan. Ryan up to Tone, back to Ryan. Gibby on Ryan. Ryan attacking, loses the ball. Pat Klein for 3. Off the mark. Mike Mitchell. Friendly fire. Hits Ziggy in the face, but he gets the board and pushes the pace. Horrible shot, but he gets the putback, and then he says, hell yeah.
But fouled his own teammate.
And now we got a referee stoppage. Ziggy has the ball. Now, there are some questions about should you stop the ball here. In this case, I do agree with the stoppage because he's in the middle of the court. You really can't play that advantage anyway. So I do agree with that referee stoppage. And then you see his daughter running on to see if he's okay.
Very sweet. Taking
care of him. Fortunately, seems like he's okay. He got hit by Mike Mitchell. His cousin over there checking on him as well. A family affair here at the CeleNation League. 4:11 on the clock. 3-point game. 22-19. It is Familia's ball.
We love all our families that come out. It's very sweet to see everyone's children's, their wives. Very nice to see everyone's parents.
Great time. I don't know why the ball got advanced there. That doesn't really make that much sense, but I guess Familia is advancing the ball. Brisky from probably 4, can't really tell. Off the mark, doesn't matter regardless. Up to Pat Klein. Pat Klein, great pass, great finish. Brick of the day, brought to you by Zane the Realtor. Ryan, what the hell was that? Mike Mitchell. Just too much dribbling. I don't know if somebody put something on the ball, but it is slipping out of guys' hands. And then he hugs him, and Mo's surprised about the call. He said it was just a hug. It was just, I'm hugging him. What do you want me to do? I'm hugging him. Dude, I gotta hug him.
Oh
he's adorable.
I love him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Mo, that is clearly a foul. You can't hug him. That's landing space foul, and he gets subbed out on that.
Immediately.
I don't agree with that.
Someone loves to sub people out when they make one mistake.
Get him out of there. Andre Berg, you hit a 3. Get out of there. Andre's been rocking this season. We're letting him play his minutes. He's hitting his shots. X hits the first one. 2 free throws. First one worth 2. Second one worth 0 because he missed it. Chief grabs the board. Up to Brisky. Good hustle by Juan, but he can't come up with it.
He's got to get back now.
He had Ryan, but he missed the opportunity. Chief slowing down the pace. La Familia doing a great job here of taking control of this game. Just slowing it down. Sway, a savvy veteran, now in his 4th season.
About 2.5 minutes left in the
Wow.
game.
He plays once a week, and he hits that. Flexes on him. 24-21. Josue Padilla. Sway, former MVP, former DPOY, former champion, 3-time All-Star. His resume goes on in the CeleNation League. One of the leading scorers all time in the league. But he misses the free throw.
Once again, Kyson was in the circle with him.
Yeah, great job by Kai. Just take one step back from me, Kyson. I don't want guys being distracted. Yusuf, you owe us a new crate.
Yes, this is when Yusuf decided to slide into my crate and break it. So thank you, Yusuf.
That's from her mother.
That is, you can't even buy those anymore.
Yusuf, you're out of the league. You are out of the league. Boogie back to Familia. Gibby off the mark. Brisky in transition. Slows it back down. Oh, yeah, great ball movement by two former dogs.
Oh.
And we got a brick of the day, a brisk of the day, brought to you by Little Brisky. He's just struggling offensively right now. I don't think he has, unless it was early in the game. I don't remember him scoring yet. He's having a rough go about it offensively, but he's not shy on the trigger.
No.
He is pulling. He said he tried to move the ball. He's doing a good job of slowing it down. I'll give him credit. But overall, his shot selection has been pretty bad. Not a bad shot on the last one. He just missed it. We got a timeout from Familia. Rigatone trying to get the troops to calm down a little bit, get some better possessions. 24 points in the first half for La Familia. Not a good start. 21 for the Ghost Riders. And this timeout is brought to you by JNJ Family, our favorite social media family, Sway and Melissa, the former MVP.
Three adorable kids.
3 adorable kids. They get together. They do all these shenanigans. They got Yusuf in a hoodie, chasing them around places, stalking them.
Check out their YouTube.
Check out their YouTube.
Very cute.
Check out their TikTok. Check out their Instagram. JNJ Family _ Yusuf throws it right to JC, and JC loses it with another slip and fall. Brought to you by Amat Law. And now we've got Kyle Arts. Oh, wow. Juan getting his revenge and talking trash as he does it. Great job by Juan. Great defense early here from Juan. And JC with the hook shot, barking right at Sway. I don't know if that's a tree you want to bark up, but he is. A lot of jaw jabbing going back and forth here between the Riders and
Everyone
Familia.
loves to talk shit.
Oh, 3 blocks so far this game by Juan so far. Great job by Juan. Being a presence in the paint. Chief deeply breathing. Tommy doing a good job of actually letting the team get set before he inbounded it. Kyle for 3 off the mark. Gibby with the board. Gibby doing a good job slowing it down. A little slow spin. Oh, yeah, cuts to the hole. Nice little float. Off the mark. Good hustle, though. That's a good shot. I like that from Darius. Darius having a rough go about it offensively this season. He hasn't gotten the touches that he did on the Makos, but he's taking good looks. He's not forcing it. He's doing a good job IQ-wise. It's just they're not falling the same way. Good take by Chief. X on X crime right there. He gets the and one. Bucket's good. New version of X versus the OG X. I mean, both of them are playing okay. They've had better seasons. I feel like Chief has taken more of a back seat because he's got such great weapons offensively. X takes his shots. He just hasn't been making his shots.
15 seconds on the clock.
Darius Gibson off the mark. Great hustle by both teams here. X comes up with it. Oh, Sway gets in there. Sway pushes it up. Chief pushes it up to Brisky. That is a tough finish for the sweet finish of the day, brought to you by
Ash's Bake Shop.
Great job. That's her one word she's got to say. 2 words, I guess. JC from the corner at the half. Cannot get it to go. 28.
Both teams below 30.
Bad half, 28-23. And just like that, we are going to take a word from our sponsors.
Hey, my name is Angel. I'm a licensed broker with Insurance Elevated. Now, we all know that life could be unpredictable, but your family's financial stability doesn't have to be. What I do is I show families how they can go ahead and create generational wealth or leverage their life insurance policies to go ahead and become their own bank. Life insurance will go ahead and provide that peace of mind at the end of the day that if everything went wrong in life, you were still able to leave a huge tax-free check that will help your family cope with what's to come. If you have any questions, concerns, go ahead and feel free to call me at 407-791-7425.
Call him, get your finances in order, take care of your family, and make sure you're saving money for Season 7 of the CeleNation League as well. We are back for the second half, 23-28. Ghost Riders still looking for their first win of the season, desperately need this one to stay in playoff contention. What can they do here in the second half?
Let's see what happens.
What do you think they need to do differently, Ash?
Score.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a good team. It's just they cannot play well
Big shot
together.
by X, 26-28.
He told me to shut up, so.
Big shot there by X. It's hard to watch this team not succeed because you feel like on paper Ghost did a phenomenal job drafting.
Definitely got 1v1, X.
Ziggy, Mike
Ziggy
Mitchell,
Zay,
John
Mike
Carey.
Mitchell, yeah, it's a very good team.
Darius.
Dylan,
Yeah,
Ghost himself. You should be winning. At
Yes.
least a few games.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
just
reason for
have
them to be
not
completely
figured it out.
defeated.
They have not figured it out offensively.
And I think it's going to be too late for them to figure it out.
Yep. Off the mark again, 1v1. He's been struggling too. This season has not been as strong for him offensively. Good hands by JC. Knocks the ball out of bounds. Let us know in the comments what you think the Ghost Riders got to do differently.
No,
they have 2 games.
I know what it is. It's the jersey. I hate this design.
Oh, my God.
And I think if you would have kept last season's design, they'd be winning.
They didn't make it to the playoffs last season
the
either.
chains, not the look. Not the look. Change
I don't
the
mind the
jersey back.
jerseys.
No, I like last season's better.
I like last season's better, but I don't hate these jerseys. I like the white. I think it's a nice little touch.
Take out the chains. Take out the chains.
Well, he's got to make some kind of a change.
Yeah.
1v1 over to X. X
Come on,
again.
X.
Off the mark. It's been a lot of those for him this season. A lot of rim jobs. 26-28. Sway off the mark. Brick of the day brought to you by Sway. Brick of the Sway. JC. Oh, good hustle. Slip and fall brought to you by Amat Law. X with the putback off the brick of the day from Juan. Good job by X to be there. He's got all 5 points in this second half for both teams. 28-28. We got a tie game here. 1 minute down in the second half. Ghost Riders season on the line. They need to win either this or against the Makos next week and then beat the Gorillas, barring that the Gorillas lose their next 2 games.
Yep.
Rumor is they don't have Chef for the remainder of the regular season, so that's playing in their favor, but they've got to win against the Familia or against the Makos.
No
It's
chef. That is going to be
tough for the Rillas.
rough.
Very tough for the Rillas.
He went. Oh, I guess you haven't seen that game yet.
It doesn't
so
matter.
never-
They saw it. It's out.
He went off in their game this week.
Yeah,
so
he played phenomenal.
without them, they're
and
gonna
last
really
week,
struggle.
last week
Yeah.
he led the team in scoring, and he only played the second half.
He's an integral part of their team. So without him, I don't know.
You
That's
think
rough.
he's a top 5 player in the league?
I think so. When he's actually playing
Locked
and
in?
trying hard, yeah, he's very good, very talented. He just sneaks past everybody.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, but back to the Ghost Riders in La Familia.
Now, this game's boring, so we're going
It
to talk
is.
about other things. 28-30. We've got less than 17 minutes now in this game. Brisky doing Brisky things.
He just
off
wants
the
some
mark.
points.
He just wants something to look good.
He wants something to brag about after the game.
Yeah,
Did
him
you
and
see how
Steve
many
the
points I
Kid
had?
are definitely best friends. Oh no, Juan hurts his heel. We got a timeout here from the Ghost Riders. Juan pulled up, took an awkward step, and now he's jogging it off. He's gonna be okay. 28-30. He's a tough cookie.
I thought it was a timeout.
It was a timeout. I skipped right through it.
Oh.
That's the best part about doing this kind of editing. I can just skip right through all of it. It's a way shorter game than normal. Brisky, nice little take there. Is
There
that
you
his
go.
first basket of the day?
No, it's not, but good job, Yusuf.
It's one of them. He's
Yeah.
got less than 10 points, which is
Yeah.
not normal for Brisky.
No.
Off the mark is JC. Great hustle by 1v1, but out of bounds. I have been impressed with 1v1's hustle this season. It's just his shots have not been falling the way that they have in previous seasons.
He's putting in the work. He's trying. He wants to win. It's just, he's not scoring a whole lot.
Which in this team, he needs to score and assist.
Definitely.
He's a crucial part of this team's success.
He needs to be scoring more, and X needs to be hitting all of his shots.
Yes, well, at least 40% of his shots.
Yeah.
I don't know what his statistics are. Great pass by Juan. Great pass by 1v1.
There you go, Mike Mitchell.
And Mike Mitchell. That's the best
Beautiful.
possession we've seen so far.
Hey.
Wide open layup. Hell yeah. 30-32. That's great ball movement
Chest
there.
slap and everything.
Mike Mitchell, good take by
There
Brisky.
you
Now
go,
he's getting it
Yusuf.
going. Mike Mitchell's a guy that you want to end your possession with because he's very good at finishing. So if you can get him going downhill like that, that's where the Ghost Riders are going to get the most value out of him because he's close to the rim. Great shot by
There you go,
1v1
1v1.
right on cue.
Wanted
He
a foul
answered the
as
call.
well, though.
He answered the call, 33-34. I thought Brisky was going to take that.
He wanted to.
Now this is the issue. Brisky hit 2. Is he going to be willing to pass? No.
Nope.
See, this is the issue. And he calls out Bing Bong, not understanding that
Not in the
there's
Bing Bong
2
square.
zones on either side of the court that are taped.
You can't call it a bing bong anymore, Yusuf, unless you're in the square.
It's the Nacho 4-cheese pizza zone brought to you by Domino's.
Hopefully.
That's what I'm shooting for. Juan with the big
Juan.
shot. 36-34. Just like that, Ghost Riders take the lead. 6-0 run for the Ghost Riders here. Back-to-back threes from their first and second round picks. This is what they've needed all season. They need some
14:40 on the
offensive
clock.
powerhouses. And Sway just looking like a layup line. Just strolling in.
Just
Sunday
so
morning
easy.
stroll.
Everybody gets out of his way. They say, go ahead, Sway.
Yeah,
Go score.
it's like the Red Sea.
Oh.
And now I watched this back. Chief definitely hits this out of his hand. Ball should not have been a turnover. It should have been clean. But it was very hard to see in the moment. Refs now discussing it. There's not much you can discuss here. It was a bang-bang play. He didn't see his hand got on the ball. Unfortunately, it's a turnover, but those are plays that are very hard to call for an official.
It is what it is. Give the refs some leeway. I mean, you got to look at so many things every single play. You guys are too hard on the refs.
And when you got guys that are making quick plays and it's a bang-bang play like that, with no replay, it's very difficult to always make the right decision.
Definitely.
And I feel like they do a pretty good job of mostly making the correct decision.
Also, stop complaining about the refs if you're not even one of the refs. If you can't get out there and ref, you have no place to complain about the refs. Shout out to all of you. You know who you are. Stop complaining about them.
Yeah, fair enough. And speaking of which, could have been a travel on Sway there on the inbound because he moved both of his feet multiple times. So as referees, let's keep an eye out for that. Only on a made basket can they run the baseline at all. Sway saying, clear out. I got Ziggy Zay on me. Ziggy Sway. Oh, man. Well, you know, that's why.
Yep.
That's why, in all
Right to the
fairness.
basket.
And Zay's a pretty solid defender, too, but Sway makes our best defenders look like they are middle schoolers. It is very impressive what that man can do with such little effort. And Juan, I don't know if that should have been a carry or a double dribble or something, but it's a sweet finish of the day brought to you by
Ash's Bake Shop.
That's it. 38-38. Chief throws the ball away. Brisky could not corral it. We got a tie game here. We got some subs. It's getting to be a better game in the second half here. Ghost Riders playing desperate, playing like they want it. Brisky should not have been able to do that. He had to go to the bench on a substitute. You can't just walk to... Oh, big hit by Ziggy Zay. But Yusuf is not allowed to do that. Future reference. You got to go to your bench on a substitution. Chief, good pass to Tone.
Standing there.
Good little pump fake by Tone. Rigatone doing a phenomenal job. Now that's 5 points. 2 for 3 from Tone. Gotta love to see Tone get hot. Season 4 had a 19-point game, and then the next game he had a huge game as well.
Big shot for Ziggy Zay, off the mark.
Off the mark is Ziggy Zay. And they're getting roped up. We got a foul on JC. They're playing hard down there in the paint. They go hard in the paint. Shout out Waka Flocka.
Well, anytime you have Kyle Arts down there, you got to go hard.
Yeah, he pushes guys out of the air. He definitely does some dirty things in the paint, but you know...
But you know he's going to go hard.
Yeah,
So you have to bring
but
that
to his
same
credit,
momentum.
if the refs can't see it, he's going to keep doing it. Oh, big hit from Ryan. I think that's his first bucket of the game as well. Big shot by Ryan here, 41-43. Coming alive when they need him most.
There you go.
Juan's got the ball up top. They're slowing it down. Oh, Sway picks his pocket and then immediately loses it. If I'm doing stats, neither of them are getting a turnover there. Tone can't come up with it, but Chief does. JC fighting really hard down there. For an undersized guy, he does a great job grabbing boards. That, to me, is a travel. I watched it back, slowed it down. He took 3 steps. I don't know if Juan hit the ball. Didn't look like it, but I would have called a travel there. Once again, Eric on the baseline, not in the position to make that call. You got to be, the baseline ref has to be on the side where the ball is. And they want to travel. Chief complaining. I don't know what's going on.
Ghost Riders are down 4.
It's a close game. It's a close game. Ghost Riders, notoriously, though, have been bad at closing out games this season.
Yeah.
And that's their big downfall. They'll stay in the game for the first 35 minutes, 30 minutes, and then towards the end of the game, they kind of just give up.
What is that? Are they tired? I mean, look at their bench. There's no energy or anything like that.
I just think it's a matter of being bought in. Being bought into the system, being bought into the team.
I mean, when you've lost
your
every game, I'm
teammates.
sure it's hard to stay positive.
If you want to win, you can win. Dogs proved it last season. You go 0-5.
There you go.
Bring
up yourself. Bring up the dogs.
I'm just saying, it's a matter of we felt the same way, and then what do you do? Now it's a tie game, 45-45.
Definitely.
You have to stay mentally. Every single game, you can win. There's not a single team in this league that is significantly better than any other team. Any team can lose to anybody at any time. It's a great take by Brisky. He put the hair up. But you have to go into every single game as if we can win this game. And that's the mindset that I want to see from the Ghost Riders in these last 2 games.
If Ghost was there, do you think their energy would be higher? I feel like Ghost alone would bring some more energy, and then he also always has his fans in the crowd.
It helps bringing his family, 100%.
They're cheering, they're bringing energy for them.
It also is first game. First game, the energy in the building itself is lower, typically. Yeah, I don't know. I guess whatever is with this roster, they're not figuring out how to get them all to play their best basketball together. Juan, nice little spin move, elevates off the mark. Brisky has the ball, pushes it up to Sway. Over to Tone. Rigatone. Oh, man.
So close.
Hits all parts of the rim. Juan behind the back finds Joel. Joel, good pass inside. Good ball movement here. Ziggy Zay. Good pass to JC. JC can't come up with it. Throws it away. Wow, just desperation right now from the Ghost Riders, but at least they're playing hard.
They're only down 3 right now.
Yeah, they're in this game. It's anybody's game.
What is it, 8.5 minutes?
Yep, plenty of time. Plenty of time on the clock. 8:25 now on the clock. We got a sub. Andre Berg jogging in the background. We got 2 highlighter yellow Panthers in the right side of the screen there. Batman filming nothing. Sway bringing the ball down. Sway attacking. Definitely could have been a foul there, but he gets away with it. Once again, Eric, you got to be on the side of the ball. We got a foul here. Kyle pushes him. Ziggy throws the ball, and now we have a double tech.
It should have been a double tech. I know Zane didn't see it, but Kyle, he just takes his right arm and just pushes him down.
And Ash makes sure that it was a double tech. She said, You're not gonna live with yourself.
No, I said when you watch this back, you're gonna know you're wrong, Zane, because you don't listen to me here. Everybody, don't listen.
I took it out. Don't worry. So she basically helped enforce that double tech there.
Sorry, Kyle, but you knew. It was a
Kyle
tech.
knows what he's doing.
He laughed. He knew that he pushed him.
Kyle
down.
knows.
And I love Ziggy Zay. I was like, no, it shouldn't just be him.
45-50 now. Familia on the 4-on-4. You got to love the 4-on-4 power play.
There you go, Juan.
They need that from Juan. Off the mark. Good hustle by Sway with only 9 fingers. Up to Pat Klein. Pat Klein for 3. Off the mark.
Not an exciting 4-on-4.
Brisky with the ball. Juan with his 4th block of the game. Great performance here by Juan defensively. And a big shot off the mark again. Man, just struggling to hit their threes. We'd love to know their three-point percentage. Good hands by 1v1. And they're saying off of Ryan. They're saying it's Ghost Riders' ball. We got 6.5 minutes now on the clock. Right? Or is that 5.5? 6.5. 6:25 on the clock. And we got 5-on-5 again. Back to full strength. Parker telling them to come in. Great little move by Joel. Sweet finish of the day brought to you by
Ash's Big Shop.
Great job, Joel.
Peanut butter blossom right there.
That's a peanut butter blossom. We're watching them blossom. Oh, and he fouls him on the floor. I do agree with that. It should have been on the floor. He took an extra dribble afterwards. 47-50. And Ghost Riders.
Tyson's over there trying to tell the refs what the call is too, so it's not just me.
No, everybody does it. Everybody does it. Zane just trusts you.
And I was right, so shout out Zane. You should trust me.
Brisky holds it. Great pass by Brisky. And once again, Ryan took 1 extra dribble there, which makes it not continuation. You have to gather the ball. There can't be an extra dribble. You have to have the ball in both hands as you're getting fouled, and then you can take your 2 steps in order for it to be the continuation foul. If you put the ball back on the ground, unfortunately, it's not an and 1. It looked like at least you put the ball down again. I could be incorrect. 47-50. Throws it into the backcourt. Sway's got it. Up to Patty the Batty. Patty. Oh, nutmeg. That is the assist of the day, brought to you by Insurance Elevated. Great job, Pat Klein. That's the best pass I've ever seen Pat throw.
Yeah, that was great.
And Joel
Nutmeg
falls through, knocks down Pat, and for some reason they say out of bounds on Familia here. I don't understand how this is not a foul on 1v1. Pat is stationary. Joel comes flying in, takes out his legs. Pat falls to the ground. Joel falls to the ground. And it's somehow Ghost Rider ball. Don't agree with that one, but it is what it is. 47-52. Sometimes those confusing plays, it's hard to make a call. You don't really know what the hell happened. And they're saying Ghost Rider ball. 47-52. It's more interesting this way anyway. Juan has it. Off the mark. Man, cannot get a 3 to fall. Sway over to Ryan. Ryan with a big 3. Ryan with 2 big threes now in the last 5 minutes of this game. 4:12 on the clock.
I love watching Ryan
We got a
play.
timeout.
Ryan's just so smooth with it.
He's a dog. He is a dog.
Dog.
47-55, just like that, an 8-point game. And Joel pulls for 4. Joel off the mark for 4. And now we're gonna get desperate, which is not a good look.
No.
And Sway just makes it look way too easy.
10-point game now. I mean,
It's getting
You don't
ugly,
want-
but it's still
yeah.
anybody's game. And Zay just throws it away. We got a kickball by Yusuf. Kickball Brisky. A brick ball. 47-57. 10-point game, 3:45. Plenty of time. Zane he put his left foot in, he put his left foot out, put his right foot in, and he shook it all about.
it did look like that.
Yeah, he did the hokey pokey. 47-57. 3.5 minutes on the clock here. Ghost Riders got to hit a shot.
Yeah.
But they don't have to settle for bing bongs. They don't even have to settle for threes at this point. There's still plenty of time to just take a good
but
shot.
They just need a score in general.
Yes, they need to hit a shot, and they need to stop defensively. You can hear Ash laughing in the background. And Brisky jumps clear over the line here. That is a technical foul. How is he arguing that?
gosh.
What is the argument?
We got another penalty box.
Another penalty. I think this
has
is
got
a
to be
record
the most
for sure.
penalty boxes.
For sure. I think that's our 6th penalty box
Kyle
of
was
the
in
game.
there twice. Mike Mitchell was in there twice.
Yeah, it's
Ziggy
been great.
Zay, and now Yusuf.
Yep, it's been phenomenal. A great day of penalties. And Familia just doing a great job of grabbing those defensive boards and getting hands on the ball,
Yeah, they want to make sure Ghost Riders do not score.
which is a smart game plan by Tone because the Ghost Riders have been notoriously great at rebounding. And I feel like, big shot doc. Just like that, 13-point game. Now you're getting into that desperation time.
Yeah.
Now you're getting 2.5 minutes
need some
left.
threes.
You need something to go down. Great
There
shot
you
by
go.
1v1, and he gets it to fall. 11-point game. That's what you need. Stop the bleeding.
Now you just got to stop them from scoring,
Yep,
though.
2:25 on the clock. If I'm Familia, I'm giving Sway the ball. Let him close out. They got 3 around him, and he's still dribbling it right
He's
through
just
him.
running all around them.
Gets the foul on X. Clock's going to run down to the 2-minute warning here. 11-point game, 49-60. Oh, no, he's still got 2:06 on the clock here. Ryan's got the ball. Gets past the half court. And Brisky's back in the game here. Brisky begging for the ball. Over to Ryan, doing a great job here, La Familia is, of slowing the game down and not forcing it here, up 11 late in the game. Sway
They don't
just
need to go and
splits.
score.
Great job by Sway, splitting the defense. We got an 11-point game, 1:50 on the clock, and now Sway is at the line. Ziggy Zay looking defeated, upset. Joel still trying to orchestrate, trying to get something going. They got to leak out. They got to hope for a missed free throw here, and they got to push the pace and get a quick bucket.
I love the guys that even when it seems like they're probably not going to win, they're still trying. They don't give up.
You
they
have
still
to.
play hard.
You have to.
I think it's very admirable. It shows your character.
You can't quit. And look at Kyson in the circle, standing right on top of Sway, talking shit to him while he shoots the free throw. He's shooting 2, final 2 minutes. He hits the first for 1 point. Kyson, I love you, man, but you can't stand inside the circle talking shit. And
Also,
Sway's having a conversation with
Tyson,
him.
wear some tennis shoes next time you film.
Yeah, he dropped his flip-flop earlier in the game. I didn't mention it. Big shot by Sway. He gets both to fall. Yusuf hiding. 1v1 getting double teamed. La Familia pressing the ball here. Over to Juan. Can he hit? Off the mark again. Good hustle by Ryan. Another big defensive board. Up to Shot Doc. Shot Doc over to Sway.
You got about
Sway
a minute and a half left. I mean,
over to Chief.
13-point game now.
Chief cross court. Over to Yusuf in the corner, pulling it. You don't need to shoot that. Tone saying good ball movement. It was good ball movement. But I don't need that shot. You're up enough to where if you just hold the ball, you could dribble it out. Big 4-point shot. Big shot by X. He's having a good game offensively. He's missed a couple of easy ones, but I think this is his highest scoring game of the season so far. He's
Yeah, good
definitely in
for you,
double
X.
digits. Shout out X.
Get you a bing bong.
Season 1 vet. He's played on a lot of red teams, but right now he's looking to hopefully get his Ghost Riders to their first win of the season. Down by 9. It's still very much doable, but they've got to stay together. They've got to make some quick stops, and they got to hit their shots.
Yeah, they got to score. You're not winning if you don't score.
You can't win. I don't think anybody has won scoring 53 points this season. Regardless of what Familia has, you got to score more points. They got to figure out a way to get the ball in the hole. 53-62. Yusuf pushing the pace, and Joel with the foul. Minute
think
9 on the clock.
It's a low-scoring game for La Familia because they're not hitting their shots or because of the Ghost Riders' defense?
I think it's both. I think it's not they not hitting. I think it's Yusuf not hitting his shots. Because Yusuf took the same amount of shots that he normally does, but if he actually hit the shots that he took in the first half, they would be up by 25. Yusuf is taking a lot of shots that he normally would hit that he's missed. 63 to 53. It's a 10-point game here. Still,
109 on the clock.
Still, I have faith that the Ghost Riders can make this comeback. They just got to get it going right now. Kyson in his face. Absolutely cannot be doing that, Kyson. Just talking shit.
We were all rooting for the Ghost Riders this game. Everybody wanted them to
Every
get their
game.
win.
Every game I'm rooting for the
I'm
Ghost
rooting
Riders.
for them next week, too. I don't know who they play,
I'm
but
rooting for them for the rest of the season. Any game that they don't play us, I'm rooting for them.
I agree. I want them to get a win. No one should go with no wins.
Big shot by Joel, and I like the team, too. I like the guys on this team, and now Juan fighting with Kyle again for no reason here.
For no reason.
Yeah, just play the game.
For no reason.
It's an 8-point game. He's walking down.
Look, and now Kyle's right there.
Big
and
block
Juan's
by
just-
1v1. And shout out 1v1, staying mentally in it,
Yeah.
staying focused. Juan's still chirping.
That's not going to help your team.
Nope, you're going to get teed up. None of this is necessary. It's an
No.
8-point game. You still have a chance
Focus
to
on your
come back into the game.
Focus on scoring. Good on Coach Tome for taking Kyle out, but here you go, Juan.
And now he's following him to the bench.
And now you just left your team. You just left your team.
56-64. Big shot by Patty the Batty. Good shot by Pat.
You're still in the game, Juan.
Yeah, you got to stay focused,
Don't
man. It's
abandon your team
very
like
frustrating
that.
to watch. You
Don't
let
abandon
Kyle get
them.
into your head. Off the mark here. Good
They
hustle.
needed you.
Good hustle. Now he's in the play. He's hustling. Good shot by Juan. Off the mark again. Big board by Mike Mitchell. And we got a foul. Yeah, Juan, you got to not let Kyle get into your head. He won if he's doing that. That's his whole purpose on the court. He's going to hit a couple of jump shots, and he's going to foul people and get in their heads.
But a good coaching on Coach Tome for taking Kyle out because he's not risking a penalty box on Kyle.
And Kyson getting right in the fight.
Because
Good
Juan's
job by
still
Kyson.
on the court, but he's too focused with fighting with Kyle to even care about what's going on in the game.
Yeah, we gotta just focus on the game. Focus on the
your
task
team.
at hand.
Don't abandon your team for your own personal issues.
Yeah, talk about it after the game, Juan, and
For
have the
sure.
conversation. It's okay to be frustrated, but don't let it get to you during the game, especially if it's going to impact your team. And Joel still hustling,
Yeah,
still trying
shout
his
out
hardest.
1v1
Yeah,
guys.
shout out 1v1. Shout out the Ghost Riders in
Yeah,
general. They're not
yeah,
giving up.
Good for you guys.
9-point game, single-digit game. Yusuf, very unnecessary, throws it off Mike Mitchell's leg. The Hood superstar. He's going to take it to his Hood. 9-point game here. Yusuf, horrible pass.
Horrible.
And it is Ghost Rider ball. Nope, nobody touched the ball. It's going to be out of bounds in the same exact spot that it was just inbounded. Yusuf just wasting time here. Grabs the ball, throws a layup. I didn't even show it because it's just a waste of everybody's time. 58-67. 9-point game, 9 seconds on the clock. Let's get this game over with. Unfortunately, Ghost Riders are moving to 0-5. Familia moving to 3-2. Puts Familia at second place in the Orange Conference. Ghost Riders still in playoff contention, but they've got to
Come on,
beat the
Ghost
Makos
Riders.
next week. You got to
I'm
beat the
rooting for ya.
Makos.
I really hope you beat the Makos.
Can I give
what
you a
an
hint?
underdog story.
I'm going to give you a hint. Tommy's going to leak out. Just have somebody play on Tommy the whole time. 7-point game here. Great hustle by 1v1 once again. Gets the bucket. And Pat Klein, being respectful, just dribbles it out. Great job, La Familia. Another big win. Good job, Coach Tone, for that game plan. 67-60. And that is your final score, everybody. We will see you for the next game.